Hello friends, welcome to EDSTAR. So today we are going to look more topics which have been asked in the House of Parliament. So the first topic is that sharp rise in India's debt. So as the finance minister was asked that whether per capita external debt has now crossed 4.8 lakh rupees, marking an increase of over 23% in the last 2 years. But in this question, what is relevant is that India's debt. We just need to I didn't need to see that what is the definition of capita debt. I mean, what is debt? So first, capita debt. What is capita debt? It refers to the average loan burden per individual borrower, and it is not calculated for entire population but only for those who have taken loans. As per RBI's financial stability report, which RBI releases its report, which is known as RBI's Financial Stability Report (FSR) report, which has been uh, released in June 2025 for this year. FSR. So in its FSR, RBI has mentioned that 28 there are 28 crores unique borrowers, and the per capita debt. So as it has been asked in the question itself, it is the per capita debt. So as it has also been answered by the ministry that no, as informed by RBI at the end of March 2025, there were around 28 crore unique individual borrowers, which I had just earlier mentioned that it has been reflected in RBI's financial stability report that there are 28 crore unique borrowers, and as per that, the per capita debt it is 4.8 lakh per borrower as of March 2025. So here there is one more concept which comes into our mind, that what is external debt? What is external debt? It is total amount of money India owes to foreign lenders. What it includes? It includes sovereign borrowings, which is also called as I will write it as the government borrowings, external commercial borrowings, NRI deposits, and short-term trade credit. So uh, the one more answer that has been uh, answered by the minister, that India's total external debt as of end March 2014 was 446.2 billion USD. That is equivalent to 26.82 lakh crores, and per capita external debt was 2000 21,305. So here it comes that what is per capita external debt? Per capita external debt. It is the total external debt divided by India's population. What it is? Total external debt divided by total India's population. Just for example, to make you understand that what is per capita external debt, like in 2014, let's take a year 2014, the external debt was 26.82 lakh crore. And what was the population? Population was 125.9 CR. These are all, I mean, this projected data as per this. Okay. So what was the per capita debt per capita external debt, just divide this 26.82 lakh crore by 125.9 crores. You will get this is as the per capita external debt. So let's come up to the what are the legal, I mean those government reports as RBI's financial stability report has been uh, published. So what are the other legal provisions? Let us get to the some legal provisions here. What are the legal provisions? First legal provision, Article 292. What is Article 292? It allows union government to borrow against to borrow against CFI. Okay, to borrow against Consolidated Fund of India within limits set by Parliament, and external debt is also covered. So one more, I mean those legal provisions, that is RBI Act uh, 1934. As per it, it authorizes RBI to manage public debt. RBI will manage this public debt. So let's come up to the government's official position. I mean, what is the government of India is right now doing? Government of India has been prudently managing its external debt to avoid risk. And what about the policy focus? So, in policy focus, they are monitoring both long-term and short-term debt, raising sovereign loans on concessional terms, regulate external commercial borrowings. So, what is the current status as per the answer given by the ministry that the external debt, it is 736.3 billion USD, and forex reserves, it is mm, I mean 90.8%, and external debt to GDP ratio, that is 91.1%. These all data are given in the House of Parliament. So that's coming up to the what are the challenges. We can see that 4.8 lakh, I mean per borrower, 4.8 lakh rupees. This is rising personal debt burden. I mean, this is the risk of loan defaults or EMI stress, especially with job loss or inflation. It is very much risky thing. And what is the secondary? I mean, those external vulnerabilities like external debt exposes India to exchange rate shocks, exchange rate exchange rate shocks, and global interest rate hikes, geopolitical tensions. So, and another like NRI deposits volatility. NRI inflows are insensitive to domestic interest rates, global political oblique economic stability, currency fluctuation expectations, etc. etc. So, where India stands? India stands, I mean, what is the conclusion? The conclusion part, we will come up to the conclusion part where India stands. Individual debt per borrower is rising. but traceable. External debt is well managed with the high forex reserves and healthy GDP ratio. So, what can India do? I mean, government of India can do. They can just monitor household leverage, continue. I mean, borrowing for productive assets, improve classification of debt, strengthen debt literacy. I mean, people are not aware of it. Strengthen debt literacy. It mean promote awareness about managing personal loans and EMI. Boost domestic resources. Focus on raising tax to GDP ratio. So, while summarize, I will just say that India's per capita debt is rising due to expanding credit access, but it is not alarming. External debt is stable but well managed and sustainable, thanks to government's careful borrowing policy and forex reserves. Let's get to the next question. It is about the income tax on VDA, virtual digital assets. First, I will just like to tell you what is VDA, virtual digital assets. It is any representation of value stored electronically. I mean, those are crypto like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and also the NFTs, non-fungible tokens. So this VDA, it is defined under section 2 subclause 47A of Income Tax Act 1961. So let's move ahead. Uh, this, I mean, there is a special tax which has been introduced in finance through Finance Act in Budget 2022 to Finance Act. What is it that Section 115 BBH of Income Tax Income Tax Act? What is it? What does it mean to say that 115 BBH? It says that any transfer of VDS at a flat rate of 30% without deductions. I mean, the government is going to charge upon the 30% from you as the tax, and it has been mentioned in the section 115 BBH of Income Tax Act, which was added through Finance Act in Budget 2022. So one more key terms which I'm going to say, VASPs. What is this? Virtual asset service providers like CoinDCX, WazirX, and all. The platform over here, you are going to buy crypto and transit cryptocurrencies. So, as per Section 194S of Income Tax Act, what does it say? It says that as per this section, 1% TDS, 1% TDS is applicable on virtual digital assets for the transactions exceeding rupees 50,000, and also in some cases it is rupees 10,000. So to monitor this, the government is also, to monitor this, the government is also mentioned that like nudge. I mean this nudge campaign. We will just look into it ahead, that what is nudge campaign and all. So let's dive into it. So government to monitor these VDAs, government, there are tools for monitoring, government tools. One is Project Insight. What is this Project Insight? It is an IT-based initiative. IT-based initiative, information technology, not the income tax. This is information technology. Okay, IT-based initiative. Why it is? It is to enhance tax compliances by integrating the data, by integrating data from the multiple sources, like multiple sources, I mean, enhancing the tax compliance by integrating data from multiple sources, like the multiple sources are the bank accounts and media exchanges. This is just to detect tax evasion. What is nudge campaign? As we have earlier seen it, that nudge campaign, it is a CBDT initiative, Central Board of Direct Taxes initiative. It notifies taxpayers with BDA TDS mismatch. I mean, those virtual digital assets mismatch. The nudge will just notify you. It notifies. What are the other uses and, I mean, relevance? You can just we can just see that that the revenue generation for financial year 2023 to 2024 was rupees 437.43 CR. So strong compliance, it is equivalent to new tax stream for from emerging digital economy. Formalizing the crypto market, in formalizing it, we can just say that government is now visibility on crypto trades. I mean, currently visibility on crypto trades. For example, TDS deducted by CoinSwitch flags active traders to the IT department. Again, IT department can easily just now trace you, who are the all traders and all. So for the digital surveillance and security, we have just seen that Project Insight, tools like Project Insight allow correlation of suspicious transactions. It helps to identify illicit crypto use as well, where money laundering and terror financing are taking place. So for empowering the officers, I mean to, to train, I mean to trace them and all the total traceability is very much needed. So for that, the officers should be empowered. So their empowerment is done through NFSU Goa, where the officers are trained to detect, trace, and legally act through it on crypto tax invasion. So what are the other challenges? So other challenges, we can just see that the other challenges, we can just see that, I mean, no real time tracing, complex compliance for retail users, just like, I mean, individuals may unknowingly skip declaring VDA gains, lack of clarity on the crypto legality. I mean, India still does not legally recognize crypto as an asset or currency. There is an absence of crypto regulation bill, which is that's why, I mean, it is a gray area which remains, absence of crypto regulation bill. And one more challenge is that brain drain of crypto startups. For example, I mean, due to this harsh tax regime, though most of the I mean crypto tech startups, they have moved to Dubai, Singapore. Okay, just for example, I mean Polygon founders shifted their base outside India. Earlier, they were the origin. I mean, they were operating in India, but right now, due to this harsh tax regime, they have just shifted their office to outside India. So, government has taken strong steps to monitor and tax VDS, showing seriousness in crypto regulation. But I think there is a need for comprehensive crypto regulation to ensure. I mean, there's legal clarity, simplification, simplified taxation, protection against misuse, promotion of blockchain innovation. So this is it. So you can just look into the question and what was asked in this, and I have just summarized it in a very short along with the other conceptual things. So let us move to the our last element, which is per capita income in the country. It is asked by the in the House to the Minister of Finance what is the per capita income in the country, and according to it, to the question that where is it true that per capita income in the country for the financial year this month. Look, I think for this examination you are not required to mug up this data and all. For I mean, for this question, our relevance and our point of focus will be on the what is the per capita income, how much it is. Just we are just need to not mug up the exact data, but whatever is provided in the House of Parliament, that we can just look a glance over it. So before coming up to the what is the per capita income, let's check out some terms like per capita net national income, NNI. Per capita net national income. It refers to the net national income divided by the, I mean NNI divided by population. So what does it gives? It gives us per capita net national income. What does it show? It shows average income earned by per person in a year, just after adjusting for depreciation. So, as per the answer provided to by the ministry that NNI at constant prices it is this much, 1,14,710. This is at constant prices. So for 2014 to 2015, it was 72,805. So there has been increase of 57.6% over last 10 years. You can just see it. So coming up to the next term, which is in the news as well, that NSDP. You can see that per capita net state domestic product, NSDP, at constant prices. It is published by the MOSPI. We will just come up to what is MOSPI and all. So just find out that let's find out what is NSDP. It is also called state per capita income. It measures the average income of individuals in a particular state or union territories. What is calculate average income of individuals? Over in this thing, I mean, above all, you have just come up to the one point constant price. What is constant price? It is values adjusted for inflation, allowing for true comparison over years. It is value adjusted for inflation. The base year usually is fixed. Currently in India, it is 2011 to 2012. Okay, let's come up to the what is the these are the data. I mean, you can just see over here that NHDP at the constant prices. I mean, state per capita income. You can just see over here, and you can just whatever state you are from, you can just refer to your state that which what your state has got the NHDP at constant prices. So now let's move on to the that we have also seen that NSO, National Statistical Office, it is under MOSPI. What is MOSPI? Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. There is one more ministry, Statistics and Program Implementation Ministry. It was established in 1999, and it was established under Government of India Act 1919. This framework of the statistical ministry and all, it came up, its origin is from Government of India Act 1919. What MOSPI does, MOSPI actually compiles data. What data? Compiles national accounts. I mean, national accounts via NSO. So what is the latest, released as a part of provisional estimates of GDP, that has been the latest data set provided by the office of MOSPI. So in now let's come up to the on the government stand. I mean, what is the stand of the government? That variations across why these this much of huge variation across the state. So the variation is just due to the economic development levels, sectoral composition. What is sectoral composition? For example, agricultural versus services. Some states are highly relied on the agriculture till date, but some states have been improved their service sectors, and structural disparities like infrastructure and all, governance and infrastructure gap. Government is currently focusing on inclusive growth. What is inclusive growth? That we have just seen that sabka saath sabka vishwas. This is the inclusive growth. Government's focus is completely on the inclusive growth. So NSO provisional estimates. But we will just NSO provisional estimates. It has been given that rupees 1,14,710 per capita NNI, and as per the union budget also, the highlights are given about the tax exemptions and welfare schemes boosting disposable income, and in the economic survey as well. This is important, and this data is given by NSO. Okay, so one more thing, in the economic survey of 2024 to 25, it has been given that it says that emphasize on structural reforms driving per capita income growth. For example, structural reforms. What are the structural reforms? Structural reforms like GST, Digital India, so digitalization. It is driving per capita income growth. What are the challenges? We will just see that there are larger gaps. The larger gaps still exist. Like Delhi has 2.71 lakh, and Bihar has it's less than 40,000. Huge disparity. Huge inequality. Equality still persists. This reflects spatial imbalance in development and averages hide inequality, not reflective of income distribution. I mean, per capita income is not equivalent to median income. It does not reflect poverty or the size of the informal sector. Some states are heavily dependent on ag- agricultural dependent states. They have a very low per capita income compared to the, states like UP, Bihar. They are heavily agricultural dependent. Their per capita income is lower than the states who are like Karnataka and Telangana, who are completely now service sector. Okay, so now let's conclude this thing that India's per capita income has significantly improved. We, we cannot say that it is just going to happen overnight. So, as per the data given in 2014-15, the per capita income was 72,805. But now at 2024-25, it has been 1,14,710 at constant prices. However, interstate disparity remains a concern with development uneven across regions. We can just still count on and look into the government policies. It is quite working upon it, and our per capita income is also increasing, but at a very quasi-statical rate. I can just say that. So, what are the current, way forward? What is, focus is on the lagging states like Bihar, UP, Odisha, where low income, these are the low income states to boost infrastructure and industrial corridors, promote balanced sectoral growth, like encourage manufacturing and services in agriculture dominated states, improve data quality. Finance Commission transfer should be more responsive to per capita NHDP caps. So, in summary, I will just say that India's income per person is rising, but how evenly it's shared across states is the real test of inclusive growth. The focus must now shift to equality, sustainability, and regional convergence. What is it? Equality, sustainability, and regional convergence. So that's all for today. And whatever the doubt, you can just put it into the comment section. Thank you very much.